welcome to part 2 of my full KDP tutorial for beginners. If you didn't yet, I strongly recommend you to watch the first part because it's full of valuable tips and tricks to help you succeed on your KDP journey. And if you came from that video, let's jump right into it and let's start creating our beautiful line journal. So obviously, in order to create a journal, you need an interior and you need a cover. So let's start with the interior because I'm going to show you 3 different ways to have an interior in literally a matter of seconds. So the first way is by going into Canva. And as you well know, Canva is my absolute favorite graphic tools because it's super beginner friendly, super easy to use, and it really makes the creative process so easy, like literally a piece of cake. So for this journal, I want to go with my favorite size. As I told you, I really like the 7.5 by 9.25. You can go with the 6 by 9 if you prefer, but I do prefer this one. And here is your brand new page. So how you create a simple line journal? Easy. You just go on Elements and you search for lines. And this is your first line. So you want to place it and drag it to the extreme edges of your page, and then you want to make it thinner, so you just bring it down from 5 to 1. So you want to make it very thin, and then all you do is just copy and paste, and you reposition your second line, and you keep doing so until you fill all your page. And then you can group them all together, and you can just center your lines. And then one more thing you can do, you can just change the color and make it like of a lighter gray, something like this, so it looks more proper. You can also remove maybe the first line. You can create more space in the top and bottom of your page, and then you can keep it like this, or you can also create a vertical line. Some line journal have either interiors just like that or with a vertical line, so you can also do that. And then you just reposition it, you make it thinner, and you can also change the color of this line. Most likely it's usually purple. And there we go, you have your perfect line interior, and all you have to do at this stage is to just duplicate your page. And I suggest you for a journal like this to stay between 110 or 120 pages. It's up to you, but personally I always go with 120. So the only thing is that with Canva you can create PDFs that are 100 pages max. And so in this case, what we want to do is just create an interior of 60 pages, and then we're gonna double it and merge it together. So we're gonna end up with an interior of 120 pages. There we go, and then you can just download it. So just select here PDF print. Then you want to make sure you select all your pages, and then you just click done. And there you have it, your beautiful lined interior. So now that we have this 60 pages PDF, we can just duplicate it and then merge the 2 PDFs together into a unique PDF of 120 pages total, which is what we want for our journal. Just open another internet page and look for ilovepdf.com. And this is another free website that you can use without spending any money. All you have to do once you are into this page is just click on Merge PDF, and then you select your brand new PDF that we just exported from Canva. Just import it, and then you want to import it again. So now you have 2 identical PDF of 60 pages each, and you want to merge them together. So just click on Merge PDF, and then you click on Download. And there you have it, your brand new PDF of 120 pages that you literally create in a matter of seconds. And as you can see, we have 120 pages here. So this is one way for you to create a simple lined interior in literally a matter of minutes. Now let me show you another way to create something very similar. And for this second example, we're gonna go into the website BookBolt, which is the exact same website where you can purchase your KDP Spy Chrome extension, but we can actually create interior for free in this website, and I'm going to show you how, so you don't have to pay any money. You just hover on top of resources and you're going to see this drop down menu, and then you're going to click on interior wizard, and then you're going to click on interior wizard again, and here is where you can create your beautiful interior for free in a matter of seconds. So obviously for a line journal, we're going to go with the bleed option. So I assume you already know the difference, but in case you don't, no bleed means that your line will not reach the edges of your page, like right at the end of it. You're gonna end up with sort of a blank, border around it. But this works only for like coloring book or like regular books, with actual text in it. For line journal or like graph journal, you want to go with the bleed option because you want your lines to go literally from edge to edge of your page. So always select bleed for journals, and then you're gonna select the trim size that you prefer. So in my case it's 7.5 by 925. Then the page count, obviously we're gonna choose 120, and then you just select the interior that you want. So some of them are by payment only, so you have to register and pay the membership, but most of them are for free, which are usually the most basic ones. So the line journal, it's actually for free, and as you can see, this is identical to some of the journal that we were checking earlier on Amazon. So I'm gonna go with the wide ruled, and then you just click download. Your beautiful wide ruled interior is ready to be downloaded, and you just click the little arrow right here and you're gonna save it on your desktop. And as you can see, in literally seconds we already created two different interiors. They're very similar from each other, but they're also slightly different, which is great because this way I can show you how you can bulk produce multiple journals in the same time. So I'm going to show you literally how I'm going to create 3 different journals using the same keyword, so on the same turtle theme, but in a matter of minutes, and this is how you really speed up your journal production. And then the very last way how I want to show you how to create interiors, which is also my favorite way, is by using the website Tangent Template. And this is a payment website, so unfortunately it's not for free, but I mean rightly so, because they have amazing resources inside and they deserve to be paid. But let me just quickly show you how cheap it is. So basically, most graphic tools that you will be recommended to use when embarking into the KDP business model, they usually involve a monthly membership, and usually the cheapest one goes from $8 to $9, and up to $20 per month if you go with a premium membership. Usually these are the costs, which means that per year is around $120. While instead with Tangent Template, look at this, you only have a one-time payment of $59, which is a lifetime membership. So you pay once and it's yours forever, which is so cheap if you think about it. Like, it's so cheap. You spend more on 6 months of membership with any other graphic tools or Chrome extension, because if you do a quick math, $10 per month on 6 months is about $60. So you reach the same cost on 6 months in any other membership, and you have to spend those money every single year. While with Tangent Template, it's literally a one-time payment. And this is my favorite type of a payment, when you have a one-time fee and then you have lifetime access. When I see this option on any software, I usually go for that one, because although it seems more expensive at first, it's such a good saving on the long run, and it's an amazing investment, trust me guys, because I already recovered this money in literally a month, because once you start producing a lot of journals, you're gonna recover this money so quickly. And let me just show you how cool is this website. So first of all, look how many resources you have. It's beautifully displayed, like it's so organized, and once you really get your way around it, it's gonna become so much fast for you to create so many different type of journals. You have, of course, the blank paper, the college ruled paper, the wide ruled paper, the 4x4 graph paper, the 5x5, the dot grid, the hexagon, isometric, story paper, sheet music. You have so many. Look at these guitar tabs, half wide rule, half graphs. You have so many options. And then you have also, look at this, sermon journal. I mean, I would never have thought about it, but this gives you so many ideas. And then you have the Grimoire spell paper, so you can create like a Wicca kind of logbook, and it takes you seconds because you already have these pre-made templates. So you see how much this investment is worth it, because you really recover this money so quickly. And let me show you how fast you can download an interior. So for example, if we choose the wide ruled paper, and then we select, of course, our trim size, then we put the exact page count that we want, and then of course we want to check on bleed, and then you just click download. Done. Like, this took literally 2 seconds, only 2 seconds. And oh my gosh, like, you can do this for any type of interior. So now we have literally 3 different wide ruled interiors, so we can create 3 different journals. So these are my 3 different options that I'm giving you today. You can choose whatever you want. Let me just finish to give you a quick tour inside the Tangent template, because you need to know about this website. It's amazing. It really changed my life, and it's maximizing my productivity so much ever since I have it. So of course you have all the interiors that I just showed you. Then you have the interior designer, which is where you can literally create your own unique interior. So you just select, your trim size and page count, and you just start designing. So you have like images, so you can, go into this book section. You can place this radio right here, and then you can add some text. You can change font, you can make it bigger, smaller, you can center it, and then you can create boxes. I love this feature, it's so cool. You can literally create, a section in your page that has a graph 4x4 paper inside. Look how cool. Literally in seconds I've created this page. I mean, it's so amazing. And then you can save it or, download it, and then you can add a page, and you can choose between the templates that are available inside this website, or you can create another one. So you can literally create a whole unique interior in a matter of seconds. See, every page could be different if you want, and you can design from literally inside the website. And then you have the Tangent Builder, which is where you're gonna merge different PDFs or different interiors, so you can mix and match. So you can just select again a blank page, and then you can select a graph page, and then you can duplicate this, or you can add a new one, and then you can select an hexagon page. So you can literally mix and match any type of interior. And then you have the KDP helper, which is amazing, and this is where you're gonna have all the different guideline and measurements to design your cover or your interior. And then you have the listing helper, where you can literally save a generic title, or if you use always the same type of description, you can save it right here. So it's going to be so much faster for you to upload future journals, because it's already all pre-made here in this page. And then you have the category explorer, which is going to help you to establish in which category to publish your journal, because that's another very important requirement, because inserting the right category is going to increase your chances to be found. And then you have the pricing calculator, and then you have more tools. I mean, you have so many resources. You can also create a mock-up, with your journal cover. I mean, how cool is that? You have literally everything you need right inside this website. Look, you also have the labels that you can use on your cover. There's literally everything you want in here. So the $59 that you pay, it's actually underpriced, to my opinion, for what you get. So this is an amazing resource that you should consider investing into, because I promise you I did, and this was the best purchase I've made this year so far. But now that we have our 3 beautiful interiors, of course we have to focus on creating our covers. So in order to do that, we need the right cover size, and we need the cover template as a guideline. So where do we found that? So you have 2 different places where you can download a cover template. The first one is free, and it's inside BookHow. and I think it's this one. Okay, perfect. So this is where you can actually download for free your cover template, which is very important for you to have because you need to have the exact cover size and the guidelines to help you design your cover, obviously inside all the different margins. So in order to have the exact cover size, because obviously each trim size has a different cover size, we want to fill this space right here. So basically width is either 6 by 9 or in our case it's 7.5 by 9.25 in height, and then page count is 120. It's very important for you to add the exact page count because these determine how large is your spine, and then it's not really relevant, you know, the color of your paper, so you can leave it as it is. And then you just insert your email address. So, and make sure you check this consent little box here, and then you're gonna just request your template. Then here you will have a pop-up window where they ask you for like a donation, you know, to support this website. So it's up to you if you wanna donate something, but it's not mandatory. So you can also just select maybe next time and click continue. And then you can just go into your email and check if you got your template delivered yet. And there it is. So as you can see, it takes literally seconds. So all you have to do is to download the PNG version. And here you have your cover template. Voila, perfect. This is exactly what we need for us to be able to create a cover on Canva, but I'm going to show you also the cover template that you can get from inside Tangent Template, which is my favorite, and I'm going to show you in a second why I prefer that one. So let's go back into Tangent Template, and you just have to go to KDP Helper, select your trim size, page count, and just select bleed. Then click continue. And voila, here you have all your measurement for your cover, and look how beautifully displayed is this page. So they make so easy for you to know exactly which measurement to use. So this is where you can download your template first of all. And here it is. And then look how cool. So basically here is where you can select cover or interior. So we already have our interior, so we don't really need that, but in case you can download even that size. So let's focus on the cover. As you can see, they give you all the dimensions in inches, centimeter, pixel, and points. I mean, it couldn't be more precise. Then it gives you further explanation of how to calculate margins, outside margins and inside margins, and it also show you with actual pictures. And then if you scroll down, you can see the exact measurement that you need in order to create a cover with any type of software that you use. So if you create a cover on Keynote, they give you the exact measurement in points. Same things for PowerPoint, they give you the width in inches, and same things for Canva or InDesign, Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. I mean, you have the same measurement for every single software. So in our case, of course, we're gonna use Canva, and so we have to stick to this measurement right here. So it's gonna be 15.52 by 9.5. So let's go back into Canva. Let's create a new design. So it was 15.52 by 9.5. Voila. And now you have your beautiful cover template. So all you have to do at this stage is to just import your cover template. So you just click on upload media, and I'm gonna import both of them, the one that I got on Tangent Template and the one that I got on BookHow, and I'll show you the difference between the two and why I prefer so much more the Tangent Template cover template. Okay, so once you have them imported, you can literally click on it and you're gonna see them on your page. And I'm gonna show you why I'm not crazy about this template. I thought you can have it for free, obviously, while instead the Tangent Template one, you have to pay for, of course, the membership. So if you design on top of this template, for example, if you change your cover color, you know, let's use something like aquamarine, since we are creating a turtle theme cover, you can see that you can't really design on top of that while you have your margins visible. So if, for instance, we are gonna insert a graphic like a turtle, you know, let's use this one. It's a bit tricky because unless you make it, half transparent, you can't really see much what you're doing. It's quite challenging, while instead, if you use the tangent template guidelines, let me show you. As you can see, this is transparent, so you don't have that ugly white block background as you do with the book how template. With tangent template, you have literally just the frame visible, and so you can literally move all your elements and design your cover while you keep your template in place. And it's so much more convenient. You can actually, look for, yes, other fishes that you can insert in your covers. You can put other sea animals and stuff around it. You can see exactly where is your spine, and it's so much easier, to design this way because you see exactly where everything is, and you don't need to move the cover every 2 seconds as you do with this one. So this is the reason why I love so much more tangent template cover template. Besides, it's so much prettier, with this nice purple color. It's up to you what you prefer, but you have a free version and then you have a payment version, which is still very affordable. But anyway, let's focus now on creating our 3 covers so we can speed up this whole tutorial, which is getting quite long by now. And I just want to mention everything and give you a very well done tutorial. And that's why, I rather take my time and explain you everything properly, but do things right since the very beginning. So let's create 3 nice covers and then let's upload it on KDP and publish it straight away. So there are 3 different ways for you to create beautiful covers in a matter of minutes. So the first way is by creating sort of a scene with using, graphic elements, as I was doing here. You just insert clip arts and just create sort of a composition, yourself. Or you can look for a pattern. So let me change first this background and make it a little more pastel, something like this, more relaxing. So you can look for a pattern in Canva. You have a lot of patterns, so just type turtle pattern. See, this one, for example, is very cute. You can just enlarge it. This is super cute, and then you can just create like a color block spine. So just go on line and shape, and you select your square, and you just want to make sure it's centered. Just like so. Then you can change the color. You can use a green color, maybe a bit smaller like this, and then you can just add a label. So you can go inside line and shapes again, and you can search for a simple label. So when the pattern is very busy, I usually try to keep the label quite simple because I don't want to create a conflict on patterns. So for instance, you can use something like this and just change the color. You can make the inside white. Obviously, you make it more narrow. And then the border, it could be green again, just like so. Just like that. And then you can just add a text. So we can write journal since it's part of our keyword. And then you just make it smaller. Maybe we put capital J. Then of course you can change the font, and then you can just add a line, for children to write their name. Perfect. And this is how you create a cover in literally seconds. So you can create a scene with clip arts, you can use patterns, but you can also use pictures as I showed you earlier on Amazon. So let's search for a turtle picture. You just select on photos. So the only tricky things, of course, is to find a vertical type of picture because your cover is going to be half of this page. So let's use the spine as guidelines. We can change this to blue, something like this. And say, for example, this picture may work, because you can just enlarge it and then you reposition it in a way where the turtle is centered, and you just make sure your spine is forward. Voila, like so. Or you can use another picture. See, this, for example, it wouldn't work because it's too difficult to fill the whole space of your cover, keeping the turtle, visible because it's way too large. And so we have to find something that works. So for example, another one that could work is this one that has very nice color. So you could actually center the turtle like so, position backwards, maybe a bit more like so, and then you can copy and paste, and you can use this other side for the back cover, just like so, and then position forward. Maybe we can make it a little bigger. You just want to make sure the line of the sand, you know, match with the front, so like so. And this could be a cover, you know. I'm not crazy about this blue. Let's find a better blue. Another very cool feature on Canva, they give you the color palette from your actual pictures, so you can click on see all, so you have all the picture that you've been using on your, you know, graphics, and we can just go see this is a perfect match because these colors comes from the actual picture. So it's a very beautiful aquamarine. You can also edit the image, and so you can make the colors a bit brighter, a bit more saturated, the contrast a bit more pronounced, and then you have the brightness. As you can see, you can really play around with all these different sliders. And then you can add a label even here, so let's choose a different one. We can choose something like this, very simple, so just like a simple square. You just change the color, so inside obviously white, and then we can keep this dark gray as you know, a shadow effect, and just make it smaller, and then we can reposition it. And then of course we can write journal again or composition book, whatever is inside your keyword. So just make sure that whatever it's written on your cover and match the words in your keyword. So if in your keyword you have the word composition book, then you will write here composition book. But because in my keyword I have the word journal, I'm using the word journal. So I hope it makes sense. This is to avoid you rejection on the publishing process. So the more matching is the actual cover design with your title, which is going to be your keyword, the more chances you have to be approved straight away. We can actually keep this font. It doesn't have to be, you know, a different font. And then again, we can just insert a line. And just make sure everything is well centered. So look how pretty it is. Again, in only a few minutes we create this beautiful cover. You can also add, you know, some text on the spine. So my original keyword has turtle wide ruled journal for kids. So I could actually write this exact text on the spine, or I could just write something like turtle wide rolled journal, and then I just make it very small, and then you just rotate it to 90 degrees, and then you just make sure to center your text. Perfect. So this way, by adding, you know, the exact words that you have in your keywords on the spine, you are super confident to be approved straight away from KDP because your title match with what's in your covers. But now that we have a pattern cover and a photo cover, let's finish with our, you know, graphic scene kind of cover. So let's see how we can create this one. And let me just use my tangent template guidelines because it's much easier for me. So obviously you can use all the elements that you found on Canva, which are so many, and there's so many options. It's so easy to find cute little graphics and clip arts. Or another option I'm gonna give you, there's this website called Creative Fabrica, which is absolutely amazing, and right now you have this promotion where you can have access to all assets in Creative Fabrica for only $1 for a full month. I mean, this is insane, the best promotion Creative Fabrica ever had. And so I suggest you to take advantage straight away, because there's so many graphics, fonts, and clip arts that you can download from Creative Fabrica. And I mean, it's only $1, you guys. You spend more for a coffee every week. And this is such a good investment. You definitely have to take advantage of this promotion. I'm gonna leave my link down below so you can have access to this amazing limited time deal. And I'm gonna show you how you can use this website at your advantage for your KDP journey. Okay, so let me just quickly show you what's possible with Creative Fabrica, because it's just amazing. This website is so good. So you have, of course, lots of fonts that you can choose between, and these are great even if you do merch by Amazon, because you can create a t-shirt in a matter of seconds. You have so many beautiful fonts, it's insane, and very, very original, all of them. You can even find spooky fonts. See, for Halloween, look at this one, so cool. You can just download it, it's included in your $1 deal. Like, it's so cheap. Like, you have all these letters with the spider webs. This will be a super cool graphic, you know, for a t-shirt, but also for KDP. And then look at this one, all these spooky fonts. And then you have also, I don't know, Christmas fonts. You have Disney fonts. Look how cute this one. You have the mouse fonts. There's so many original fonts, like you have no idea. And even this website give you a jungle mind, because you start brainstorming so many ideas when you're browsing it. And beside fonts, you have graphics, you have 3D, SVG, you have embroidery, you have clip arts, of course. So let's look for turtle clip arts. And let's see, look how cute. So some of these I saw inside Canva, but you can find very original clip arts. They're pretty unique, you know, and they're only available inside Creative Fabrica. Look how pretty this one with the ocean theme. You can also found a lot of KDP interiors. Look how cool, you have so many interiors ready for you to just download and publish. Look, for example, you have a garden log, which is pretty popular, you know, a lot of people love gardening, and look how well made it is. So you have the first page with name, phone number, then you have all these tables with look, fertilizer, dates, equipment, planting instructions. It's so cool, it's so well made. And then you have the water requirements. It's literally so well made. You can just download it for free, because once you pay $1, everything that you download for a full month is for free. It is insane, you guys. If you don't take advantage of this promotion, you are literally out of your mind, because this is the best promotion ever made. And you can download so many KDP interiors for free. Look, you have the KDP pottery logbook. How cool is that? This is so original. I would have never thought of it. Let's look this one, the goal planner. So you can sell this just before New Year's Eve, of course. You know, you have, look, you have 100 pages here for free. And these are hours of work, you know, that they saved you. You have a calendar inside, you have a monthly resolution, tables, you have 2021. You can just change the date. You can keep this template and just keep changing the date, you know, and keep re-uploading it, you know, every single year with the newest date. This is so cool. So literally, sky is the limit. It's a matter of, you know, wanting to do, because you have so many resources nowadays. There's literally no excuses. But let me just finish this really quick to show you how you can create a cover by using a Canva graphics. So let's look for like corals. So you can literally add, you know, some corals on the bottom and just create sort of a scene. Let's keep using our spine as guidelines. So we can change the spine color to something more blue. Here we can use this kind of blue grayish. And then let's see what we can find. So you have even these beautiful corals that you can use for your scene. And then you just move things around it. So, you know, maybe this seahorse, it can go a bit more upward. Look, you have in this beautiful purple coral. You can really do whatever you want with it. Let's see if we just select graphics, or here Then we can remove this and just see what's our page like. And then of course you're gonna insert a label. So we can actually use something like this. And then you just change the color, of course. And then you can actually duplicate this. So you could make the back label darker, so you create sort of a shadow effect. Or you can also make this smaller and just center it, just like so. And then we can use the same text. Just copy and paste, make it smaller. And then we can copy and paste even this line and just center it perfectly. Voila. And then you can add something different in the back if you want. You can, I don't know, put a different kind of seahorse, different fishes all over, a little jellyfish, and just have fun like that, you know. You could also add some bubbles and maybe, I don't know, change the color just to create sort of a pattern. And basically, you know, keep adding elements until you reach a design that you really like. See, it's kind of cute with the bubbles. It really gives that extra texture. And look how pretty they are. All of them are very different. So there's one for each taste. You know, it's even important to diversify because you have different audience. This obviously is a more mature kind of cover, so even an adult could purchase a journal like this with this nice picture, while instead something with a pattern like this, very cartoonish style, is more for a child. So it's really important to, you know, create different style of covers on the same niche, so you maximize your chances to sell, you know, to more people, because we all have different tastes. And once you have your beautiful cover done and finished, you can just export it by clicking on high quality multi-page PDF print. Just select all pictures and click download. Voila, and here you have all your beautiful covers, so you can literally just drag them in your desktop. And now that we have both our interiors and our covers, we can just focus on uploading our journal on KDP. So let's go into KDP. And obviously, if you don't have an account, it takes only a couple minutes to open one. I mean, there's 1,000 tutorials about it, so I'm not gonna waste any other time on it because this video is already super long as it is. So I'm just gonna focus on showing you how to optimize and publish, you know, your journal really quickly and really effectively. So just click on paperback. And obviously you're gonna keep your language in English, and on your book title you're gonna insert the keyword that we established in the very beginning of these tutorials. And here it is, Turtle Wire Ruled Journal for Kids. So I'm gonna edit, copy, and then paste it right here. Obviously capitalize all letters. You don't want to make your title too long. It has to be short, concise, but very effective. Your strongest keywords, it has to be used as your title, and you have to make sure that your title match your cover, as I already repeated a couple times. So once you've done that, you want to be strategic with your subtitle, because this is another chance for you to add extra keywords. So you want to go back into your Amazon suggestion expander or your KDP spy and look for other powerful keywords and possibly insert it on your subtitle. So let's go back. So we could actually use some of these suggestions, you know, that we can find on our Chrome extension, or if you can have the option to have KDP spy, that would be a bit more accurate. So a similar keyword was with the word composition book, which is an alternative word for journal. So we can actually try to be clever with our word options and not to repeat the same words, but use a similar words that can give us a biggest chance to be found. You know, some people may actually type the word composition book rather than journal. So let's be smart about it and maybe use even that at our advantage. This, for example, it's a very strong keyword. See, it's been searched many times, and there is the word composition and notebooks, and we can repeat wide rules. So we can copy this one, go back into our KDP, we can paste it, and so we can repeat the word turtle, and then we have the word composition notebooks. Then again we have wide ruled, and we can maybe add the word paper. And then we can insert our trim size, so we can put 7.5 inches by 9.25. Then comma, you can put your page count, so 120 pages. And then we can also add maybe something like turtles, plural, lovers, gift. You can see how you are strategically using different words. So you have the word turtle singular, and then you have the word turtles on your subtitle, you know. So you incorporate as many different words as possible, but they are all relevant to each other, you know. And so this could be a very strategic way, you know, to fill your title and subtitle. Then you can scroll down and you can just, you know, fill your author name. So you can either use your first and last name, but I found this to be more suitable for people that actually write, you know, novels or something like that. For journals or stationery in general, it's probably smarter to use a pen name, because eventually you want to, you know, scale your business in the future and create sort of a brand. And so I'm gonna choose a random name like, I don't know, Blue Horizon Publishing, something like this. It's literally the first things that came up to my mind, but you can use like an art name of some sort, you know. And then if you have someone helping you, you can add it right here on the contributors, but otherwise just leave it blank. And on the description, you want to find that sweet spots where you are not too long on your description. Like, nobody want to waste hours to read a description just to purchase a little notebook, but you still want to insert some sort of description with some specifications so that it looks like you really put some effort in it, you know, like you didn't just throw something on a KDP platform, you know, for sales, but you actually are listing your product quite well. So a nice short description will be something like this cute little turtle themed journal is the perfect stationery to write all your ideas, lists, and thoughts. Great composition book. So you see how I variate in my words choices to take at school, you know. And then you can add some bullet point with some specification, like, I don't know, matte cover, 120 pages, wide ruled interior, and then you can add the size again by 9.25 inches. And then you can conclude your description with a call to action kind of sentence, something like grab your copy today, and you can make this bold. And this is it, you know, sweet and short, with all the specification that someone may need to find, you know, when looking for a journal. So it's nothing overly complicated. Then you scroll down and you just check I own the copyright and I own the necessary publishing rights. And then this is another very important section where you want to fill up to 7 extra keywords. So remember, guys, the most important point when publishing on KDP is not the description. That's why it's pointless for you to waste too much time on the description, because you won't really index. So the description only rank on Google search, but not inside the Amazon platform. The only things that make you rank is your title, your subtitle, and your 7 keywords. And also your categories, but we're gonna see this in a minute. So just focus on these 3 points: title, subtitles, and keywords. So the way how I fill these 7 spaces is by going back into either KDP Spy or Amazon Suggestion Expander. So keep using these 2 tools as I teach you so far, because these are your best friends for KDP. So let's see what else is available on KDP Spy. We can maybe use, let's see. So definitely the first keywords you want to copy and paste your title. And then you're gonna do the same for your subtitle. So you can copy this part right here and paste it. Then you could also copy this one as a keyword, which is another strategic one. turtle lovers gift, and you can add ideas. You can also add the word sea. So you have sea turtles, because obviously the closest your words sequence is to how people actually search it on Amazon, the more you're gonna rank. But even if, for example, someone type, I don't know, sea turtle notebooks, which is a portion of this keyword and a portion of this keyword, your journal will still show up on their results. So you're gonna rank no matter how they create the sequence of the words. And this is how you really maximize your chances, you know, to be found by different people, because different people type different things on the search bar. And basically this is how you keep filling all the space, you know, you keep searching for alternative ways to describe the exact same product. So once you have filled all 7 keyword space, you just choose your categories. So usually with journals, the very first category that I always select is under literary collections, and I just check the diaries and journals, and this is one. And then a second category could be in referment to the actual subject of our journal. So in this case is turtles. So we can look into animals. So let's go into juvenile nonfiction. And then we have the animals option. Let's see if we can find turtles. Otherwise, we just go with general. I see ducks, elephants, fishes, hippos, horses. I rather go with general. And then you save it. And then you just check, no, my book doesn't contain, you know, any inappropriate images. And then you just save and continue. And here is where you request, you know, your ISBN. You just click on assign. Then you keep scrolling down and you just make sure you select the exact trim size of your journal. So in my case, it's 7.5 by 925. Then of course it's a bleed. And then you can select your cover to be either matte or glossy. To me, glossy is more for like novels or some coloring books, but for journals and logbooks, I always go with matte. Then it's up to you. I also strongly suggest you to order a couple copies of your own journals, because first of all, it's super cool to show to your family and friends and just tell them, look, I create this product right here. You know, it's very cool and very empowering. But second, you can quality check your own journals and see which one you prefer and have an actual idea of how is the quality on KDP. And then here you just upload your journal interiors. So we can go with this one, you know, it doesn't matter, they're all pretty much similar. Then you can either, you know, launch the cover creator and create your cover from inside KDP, or just select upload your own cover. And since we have been creating our own cover into Canva, we just upload our own cover. So we can select anyone. We can select this one, it doesn't matter. There we go. And then you can just launch your previewer. And this is a mandatory step. You won't be able to move forward if you don't launch the preview and check if everything is properly formatted, because this is basically your chance to still make any correction or adjustment before you publish. This is the part that actually takes the longest, so just grab a coffee or, I don't know, go bathroom, go take some fresh air, because sometimes it really takes forever and it's pointless for you to keep staring at your computer screen. So just take a break and come back, you know, a few minutes later and check if it's actually been uploaded. Okay, so I'm back. Finally, this literally took half an hour to upload. So sometimes it's quicker than that, but this time I was really slow. Anyway, finally, you can see the preview of your journal. So you just, you know, scroll through the pages, and of course, all the interior is identical. As you can see, the cover is perfectly aligned. Even the spine text is perfectly, you know, inside the borders. And so you are ready to go pretty much, and you can just approve your design. And the final step is for you to establish which price you want to sell your journal for. So I usually go with $6.99. I mean, I don't know if you remember, there was a journal for sale for nearly $15. It was like $14 and something, which is way overpriced. Between $7 and $8, I think it's a sweet spot. So I always start obviously with the American dollar price, and then I round all the other currencies. So you know, in British pounds will be 5.99, and then I keep rounding all the other foreigner currencies. So I just rounded to 0.99 because I think it makes more sense. It just looks better in general. And then for Japan yen, I just put 800. I mean, this is me, you can do whatever you want. So I personally just like to round all currencies. And then the very last step, I usually check even expanded distribution, because these are money that you pretty much leave on the table if you don't check it. I know it's only 40% royalty, but it's still something, you know. Basically, these are third parties like physical shop that are gonna sell your journal, but these are still money, you know. You're gonna literally leave on the table if you don't check this box. Every little drop make the ocean, as they say, so why not, you know, making the most of it. And then you just publish your book. So in my case, I'm just gonna save this as a draft, because I just, you know, create this journal to film this tutorial. But basically all you have to do at this stage is just publish your book. And this is it pretty much. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry if it was a bit too long, but I try to mention as much as possible to give you all my tricks and tips, you know, and really show you different ways to create beautiful journals very, very quickly and staying on budget for the most part. If you found this helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you didn't yet, because I'm gonna always keep posting very, very helpful tutorials all about how to make money online, and a lot more about KDP is coming up soon, so don't miss out. Even check the notification bell. Don't forget to take advantage of the amazing promotion on Creative Fabrica. I'm gonna leave all the links down below, so really take advantage, guys, because this is an amazing promotion and it's not gonna last for long. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.